everybody? It is Tuesday. You know what happens on Tuesday. That's right, Transformer Tuesday. And we have another studio series unboxing with Brawl. And Brawl, in case you were wondering, Brawl is one of the Decepticons who came to Earth hiding, waiting in a military depot. Brawl answers Starscream's order to mobilize. He said he was reporting as his role of the deport. He linked up with Bone Crusher and Barricade, but wandered off somewhere else because a tank going down a highway is a little bit obvious. So he kind of went off on his own right there. So I got the little Victorian Osodi. Oh, I said it was Transformer Tuesday, but I didn't say to do that, and I didn't say to hit that subscribe, so you can see all these cool unboxings. I'm trying to get right into it, so we don't have a quite lengthy video like sometimes when we do these unboxings. Now, we redeemed ourselves from Shatter the other day with last week's. I'll just go quick over the box right there, as we see, and we'll start doing the unboxing and checking out the stuff. Now, also, Autobots, let me see, where was I on that? Bone Crusher pulled ahead and attacked Optimus Prime following the death of Bone Crusher. Brawler arrived as Mission City to get the Allspark. Brawler drove right over a set of cars and Autobots to see him coming. Brawl takes aim and Sam, but the Autobot Jazz jumps on him, pulling him and his cannon aside, making him miss his shot. Brawl then transforms and gets his left rocket launcher knocked off. So Jazz was the one that kind of went brawling with him, and to set the scene, we have a nice little background here, which I will put out in a second, which is the background. And oh, I didn't even say this is Studio Series 12. Let's see what other facts we have here on Brawl. I like to do the facts now. I think it's kind of cool. Brawl is AKA Devastator. He's a part of him. He's a warrior, and like Cybertron, a hunk of metal. Brawl does not just enjoy fighting. He is consumed by it, tearing Autobots apart and enabling them into this very core. Every fiber of his optic cables and being is obsessed with the wild and unwielding combat. The only thing he enjoys over every other care about is the fury of battle, and he loves to good explosions, particular if it's one he created and is aimed towards a Autobot. So, you know, we got into that little bit of a background on our boy Brawl over here. And you know what? I said it and I didn't do it. The instructions. I'm trying to go fast so this doesn't turn into an extremely long video. And now the instructions are saying why to me. Right there. That is the instructions there. You know what I always tell you. You can pause for the cause, my papers. You can hit that pause if you want to take a look-see at the instructions. And hopefully this isn't as traumatizing as it looks, because it does look quite traumatizing. So let's go over here and we snippy with the Victorinox. One of the best unboxing knives for Transformers because it has the blade to cut the tape on top. And it also has, oh, there's a nice little piece of plastic over there to protect him. It also has the scissors, and one of the best pair of scissors in the world. It has the Victorian scissors. And can we take Brawl out? We can put him up there for now as I kind of get some of the little plastic pieces and whatnot. I'm taking out the weapons. I will take everything else out and put that to the side. Like I said, I'm trying to not make this too drastically long. It will be probably longer than most, but you know, the unboxings always are. So there we have it. Got all the plastic pieces out of the way. No one's gonna step on them, get them in their fingers, their foots, or whatever. We'll put the Victorinox over to the side. Now, pretty cool looking. His face kind of reminds me of Cup, if you will. You have articulation in the hips, the knees, the feet. Nah, not so much. You do got the shoulders. You do have the elbows, the hands, and it's not all that. Does he do the twist? No, he does not. He can say yes and no, and he does have guns that move back and forth. And as you can see, the crazy turret from him. I'm just flipping this around so I can take a look-see. Okay. So, wait a minute. Okay, yep. Yeah. I'm just looking at the weapons here. But let's see how we go by just trying to do it from looking at it. Which will probably not work. Because they're quite, as you can see, you can turn these ones in. It looks like a complicated one. Hopefully, this is not a letdown like Shatter was. Because, to say the least, Shatter was extremely a letdown. So as you can see, his head looks like it tucks into there. Because that kind of looks like a perfect little divot for the head. Let me just take him off screen for a bit so I can just move some stuff around, take a look-see at him. I don't know why, but that looked like a perfect divot for his head. Oh, and here we go. The first piece of plastic has come off. What do they do with these? Like, do they just have, like, let's just make them as falling apart as humanly possible? So, this looks like it will turn in like so. And I'm trying to do this without turning off the video or pausing. But we may end up pausing. I definitely want to do one next week that is not an unboxing, but something that's already opened. So I can practice a little, and we won't have such a long video like we have been having. And as you can see, our tank tracks is pretty hard to kind of get in place there. I'm thinking it kind of turns. Yes, it does. Now, mind you, this is fresh out of the box, so you know, like always, with fresh out of the box, it's going to be quite stiff because the joints haven't been rocking and moving and rolling and all. When played with, well played with, like some of the other ones that already have a box or well transformed, if you would. So this kind of has to come down some way as I take it off screen again. But yes, it did have that little debacle when this piece fell off, so it kind of a little tad bit scary, if you will. But it's still not anywhere as near as bad as Shatter. Okay, so once you flip the arm up, the tank tracks kind of go into place to look kind of normalist, I guess you would say. As normal as tank tracks look, like it said in the little synopsis in the beginning, is, you know, a tank riding down a highway. We're pretty damn obvious of, hey, why is there a tank headed down the highway? So as you can see right there, like I was saying, the little tank driving down the highway. So these kind of fold up and spin around, kind of. And I think that little, because you have to have the little things for the tanks over here. These fold in, as you can see, and they snap into place very nicely. And this whole piece spins about. Now let me just take it off camera so I can spin it about like I said, and we can kind of get it to the forward position. See, when I did the Shatter unboxing, kind of frustrated me. So I wasn't as enthusiastic as I was with some of these, as you could tell from the video. But these ones, like the other one the other day, are much more happier because they don't come apart as easily. What makes it a much more fun-full video. And also he's a tank, so the tires won't have to be as crazy. You know, the plastic tire deal that we get with some of the other ones. Let me just take it off camera for a minute. Like, you know, I always gripe about the tires because it's like the tires are just really, I grew up on the 80s ones and the early 90s, and they were part metal. And I spoke to a fellow collector about this, and he agrees with me. So I know it's not just me. I actually found a collector the other day because the person had a bunch of stuff on his desk, and I was like, he's got to be a collector, and I found out he was. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, but like I was saying, if you haven't seen it yet, Bumblebee is the next Lego one, so that would be really cool. So I figured out over here you push these in, and that kind of folds up in there, and then that little piece clips in over there. These kind of fold up for the front of the tank, and then over here, of course, you gotta get the turret back over here. And these ones over here. Let me just take it off camera for a second, so we don't get too crazy with the time. He's really cool looking as a robot, but everything all apart going into the tank mode is a little bit complicated. But I do have to say, this is nowhere near as annoying, falling apart, or crazy as Shatter was. Now, Shatter has become the low standard of grading these unboxings. So that kind of tucks in like so there, because Shatter was a nightmare. Now, Mixmaster that we did last week, I liked a lot, and I gave it a good grade. I gave its vehicle mode a better grade than its robot mode, but still an all in all cool transformer. As we tuck those over here, and these pieces are going to come up like and around because it's got kind of like missile type things in there. I'm going to spin that one back around. But I guess Mixmaster is our number one of the unboxings thus far. But, Shatter is the least favorite. So, Shatter knows her place in the world of Transformers. Transformer unboxing. That kind of folds in like so. And I gotta spin this around. That is the main problem with getting this thing, because everything likes to spin and win around and wind. Okay, so this folds up like so. That makes a heck of a lot more sense than what I said earlier, because I was thinking to myself, how are these tracks going to work if that's there? And then these kind of tuck over. This one fits nicely. This one, of course, is going to fight me all the way, because that one wanted to go together really sweet. This one does not want to go away. Go away, but go together really sweet, I should say. Choice words there. Choice of my words there. So these little ones slip over here. They got a little notch right there that these slip into. I'm not going to say anymore that we're trying to not keep this a long video when we do unboxings. Because guess what? It always is. So, I'm not going to say that anymore. We gotta fold that down and fold this down. And they do have little links that lock in. They have a lock on the back, a lock over here in the front. If I can get this to slide in here. So let's just go off camera for a second again. Because it's really hard doing it through a viewfinder if you ever tried it, or, you know, the camera, whatever you want to call it. It's hard. So there you have it, people. Finally, he is together. And you have quite a mass of weapons. You have these little, really dangerous, and he keeps popping out over there. Now, do I like his vehicle mode as much as Mixmaster's? No. It's cool. It is cool. His robot robot mode was really cool as well. But I still give Mixmaster the benefit when it comes to that. Now that we see him in his vehicle mode, the tires, they're little plastic, little wheels on it, not like amazing or anything. I wouldn't write home about them or anything like that, but definitely, now a 1 out of 10. What would I give him? I gave Mixmaster, I believe an 8 or a 9. I'm not too sure. I would give Brawl, I'm going to give him a 6 just because it was a little bit tricky with getting the pieces together, and the vehicle mode isn't that much impressive. The robot mode, like all the modern Transformers, the robot mode is way better than the vehicle mode. So the modern one, that's just the deal, people. So there you have it. We have Brawl unboxing. Next week we're going to do something different. No unboxing next week. We're going to do a straight up, just look at it very deeply and analyze it and check out everything. We'll do a little synopsis of it. So thank you, people, so much. I enjoyed having you here to do the show with us. And like always, people, have a great day.